All right, guys, let's check out the Seestern Vintage Sub 300 or 200 or whatever the heck this thing is called. So first off, big thanks to my buddy Tennessee Mike for sending this over for me to check out. I mean, these are watches that look like other watches. I don't know what to call it anymore. Like, I guess I don't even really care. Like, the reality is these watches are dang good. Like, I've been trying and trying to not like these watches, guys. But the more I see them, the more, I don't know, it just kind of makes sense. Like, for whatever your reason, like we can put labels on it, we can discuss that to the ends of time, and I don't think we're going to get anywhere. So let's just move on. Let's just move on and let's just look at the watch. How about that? Let's just do that, okay? 43 millimeter case. The bezel's only 39 millimeters. Pretty weird case design. How you have like I don't know, cushion case, but it's not very cushiony like say like a turtle or something like that. But anyway, 43. Lug to lug is 45. Pretty short lug to lug. Drilled lugs, and then thickness 14 millimeter. It's actually not too bad. A lot of like the Seiko SKX is like 13 and a half. So 14 on this, even though it looks thicker than it is, it's just because of all the cuts and the dimensions and everything. It's really only 14. It's not bad at all. 20 millimeter lug width. Bracelet does taper down to 18. Beads of rice style with like almost like these oyster links on the outer part there. And then you have a pretty standard basic clasp system. I'm not mad about that. Like, you guys know I'm pretty good with that, actually. It's milled in the center part, and then it's stamped on this outer part for micro adjust. Very micro brand-ish. So no problems there. It works fine, and it's thin. So I'm not mad about that at all. You have a very interesting oil pressed case back there. It says automatic movement. Well, what automatic movement? The website says it's a Seiko NH35. So it's a three-handed, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it has a date. And it does hack, and it does manual wind. So when you unscrew the 7 millimeter crown, that first position, once it's unscrewed from the case, you can wind the movement. Second position, you can change the date. Last position stops the seconds hand, and then you can adjust the time to your desired position. There's a bunch of different colors of this. I also noticed, let's zoom in on this real quick. I want to show you this. The crown tube assembly is pretty well done. You can see down in there you have your gaskets. You have a couple layers, and it's pretty stout. Like, there's very little wobble, and it just goes in and screws right in. It's like everything about this watch, from what I'm looking at with the naked eye and maybe even some magnified readers, is pretty dang good. The shocking part is these are $190, and I'm sure you can probably get them cheaper elsewhere. But if you just go to Seestern.com, like, I'm not even going to put the link in the description because I don't know what the rules are and everything like that. But if you just go to the website, these are $190. 120 click bezel, and you can see it's a really well done bezel. Now, I know some people are going to say that I got to be careful with the words I use. Maybe, I don't know. It's not a replica in the sense that it doesn't say the brand that it's looking like. It says Seestern on the dial. There's a lot of other design characteristics of it that would look a lot like another brand, but they're not trying to tell you it's something that it isn't. It says Seestern, okay? So let's be clear about that, first of all. Other than that, you can argue as much as you want, but keep it clean in the comments, please. I can't get over that these are under $200. So I got a confession to make. Before, as I was prepping for this video, I went on the website to do a little research on it. I found a colorway that I like, because they even have like a mother of pearl dial. They have some other colors that you're not going to get in these other brands. They had like a more of a vintage military looking one, but it's a white dial instead of a cream dial. I bought it. It was $200, like, shipped. And then come to find out, this other watch that I picked up off from an eBay seller, this Sujus or whatever, they sell this too on that website. And I think this is a great little chronograph. Crazy affordable, comfortable, fun. I also discovered, if I can get this on my wrist, Oh, it's a little snug on me. Tennessee Mike's wrist is a little bit smaller than mine. So here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. The other thing I discovered is the Lume is actually legit good on this, as opposed to a watch that is very similar to this that they're paying homage to. The Lume is actually good on this. So you can be mad if you want, but some of us in the watch world, and me, definitely when I first started into the watch world, but even now, like $200 is still a lot of money, and you want the most you can get for that money, right? And you definitely can't afford, a lot of us can't afford to pay like $1,500. Or, again, we're entering into this conversation. I don't even want to get into it. Let's just look at the Lume. Maybe you just want it as like a tester to see if you want to spend the other money. But you can see you have BGW9 Lume. Oh my God, I forgot about this too. Look at the date wheel, guys. They loomed the date wheel. And you're not getting that in other brands. I don't care. Whatever your argument is, this is just a freaking cool watch at 190 bucks. I'm going to buy more of these things. I don't know what to do. Like, I can't ignore it anymore. They're good. I'll see you on the next video. I'm frustrated. I don't know what to do.